What's up, motherfuckers? Brother Brian here. Sunday morning. What is the 8/24 of 2025? What is that? August? Let's see, January, June, July, August. August 24th. Holy shit. I don't keep track of days like I used to, man. Time just flies. Figured I'd get on here, make a quick video. Rob's been busting my balls about not making a video. And I've been wanting to make a video, but I'm kind of in a place now where I don't make a video unless I really feel like making a video. And I've here the past couple of days, I've kind of felt like making a video talking about different things, talking about my life, things going on in my life. But I haven't had the time really because it's like I'm single and there's always something to do, laundry, cleaning up the house, dishes, dinner, whatever. Same shit you do. And I've been kind of just laid back. Just been more ever since I quit drinking. I've just been more focused and more laid back. It's been very nice. I've really enjoyed sobriety. Really enjoyed it. Water. But I'm getting ready to go fishing here in a little bit. I figured I'd get on and make a video. The fish don't seem like they like to bite. It's 8 o'clock in the morning right now, and the place that I fish, the fish they don't bite till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm really not in a hurry to get out to the lake. The catfish they go in Ohio. The catfish spawn. The big cats. I'm talking about like your blue cats and the shovelheads. The big catfish, so to speak. About the end of July, they spawn. Okay, and they spawn for a few, anywhere from uh, as a whole. You might have like a section of the catfish. They might spawn at the end of July for a couple weeks, and then you might have another section of the catfish. They'll spawn for a couple weeks. At the beginning to the end of August. Okay, so it's like a 3 to 4 week process. Okay, and here we are on the 24th. The spawn should be getting ready to wrap up. Okay, so the fish should be about done doing their thing. They do spawn in Ohio. This lake that I fish is like it's like 30 foot deep. It's a deeper lake for a smaller lake. It's like 20 something acre lake, and it's like anywhere from 15 to 40 foot deep, depending on where you're at. We've been catching some nice cats. I went last weekend and caught a 45 pounder, and I caught another one. It was smaller, and the smaller one you could just tell was really beat up from being spawning. You know how they are with their nest. I haven't been buying any records. I went to the record store about I don't know a week or two ago, and I was looking through the records, and I just really wasn't feeling it. I seen a couple records that I would it probably had liked to had, but they're like $50 for a used record, and it's like I'm not doing it, man. So I went and cashed out. I bought some incense, and that was all I bought. And the guy at the register was like, "Oh, you didn't find no records today?" I said, "Nope." So yeah, I got that streamer, that little streaming device, and I've been using that, listening to different music. I've got plenty of records as well, just like you got plenty of records. We don't need to keep buying. I mean, yeah, if you find a good deal or something, I've been buying some stereo equipment. One day I'll kind of show you some of the things that I've purchased here recently. Different speakers, mainly speakers, and but yeah, that's kind of where I am. I've kind of also been bothered about this whole. My last video, I was talking about how I have an estranged son, and that's bothered me. It really has bothered me, and it should, And I've been really struggling with how I should deal with this situation, even if I should deal with this situation. And everybody keeps telling me the same thing, man. They're just like, fucking let it go. And that's kind of hard for me, man. It's like, now that I'm sober and I'm trying to get my shit together, so to speak. I've been sober now for over 3.5 years, but it's like, if that young man was me, I would want to know who the fuck my dad is. Fuck these other people. I would want to know. And then I'd be like, why didn't my dad want to be in my life type of situation? And I think one day, he probably will. She'll probably tell him one day. She'll say, yeah, you ate your dad. That's just fucking bullshit they fucking do. It's like, hell, that ain't your dad. This is your dad. That he's a deadbeat, never wanted to be in your life type situation. It's like, motherfucker, what the, it's like, I will fucking punch you in the fucking nose. Don't fucking say shit. That's just how my mentality is. And I've talked to different people, friends of mine, even female friends. And I sent her a message, okay? Some of you might be wondering. I sent her a message on Facebook, okay? I sent her a message and stuff, and she never even looked at it, never responded. I even tried to contact her mom, and her mom never even fucking responded. So it's like, obviously, they know. They've been preparing and expecting this guy to show up. They're like, hey, there he is. Now, I I actually found out where she worked, and I called her work one day just to make sure that's where she worked, and I asked her if she was there, and they were like, I think she's off today. And and the woman that answered her phone obviously was her friend, because she goes, "Who is this?" And I just made up a fictitious name. So, this is Dan. This is Dan. Like I'm going to say who this is. So it's like everybody's kind of expected me, which even it's kind of shows that that's my son. Because everybody's kind of been expecting me to show up on the scene. Yeah, he's a beautiful young man though, and it just bothers me. I would love to be part of his life, but I don't think that's going to happen right now. I mean, she, as a mother, I respect that, and she thinks she's doing the best thing by choosing this less than pathetic individual that she could probably manipulate and control to be this young man's father. That's the right way. It's like, he ain't nothing but an income to her and him. It's pathetic, but it is what it is. I help create the situation. It takes two to tango. And I'm glad. I mean, I'm happy he has a life, and I know that she's a good mother. So I'm going fishing today, and I've been pretty hot lately. Here, I've had a hot hand here lately. And my fishing buddy, okay, her name's Lisa. She fishes with me. She really enjoys fishing, and she's been like cold, like her hand. She hasn't been able to catch anything the past few trips, so it's kind of sucked, because we go out and I'm fucking killing them, and she's not catching nothing. So today the plan is I'm going to switch up the tactics for her a little bit, switch up the way that she does her presentation stuff, and we're going to try some different things and focus on seeing if we can get her a fish. Sometimes it's that way with fishing. You could, if you fishermen, you understand. Sometimes you could be sitting right next to somebody with the same everything, and they're catching them and you're not. That's just fishing, man. That's the fun and the unfun about fishing, man. Just when you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not. And I've kind of been, I haven't been dating in years. I haven't been messing around with no women in years. Lisa's just my fishing buddy. She doesn't come over to my house or nothing. She's just my fishing buddy. And she's really sweet for that. She comes out and fishes. We have a good time. But I haven't been actually dating women in years, a long time. I just haven't had the desire to bring a fucking woman into my fucking house. It's like, why do I want to bring a fucking woman to my house, right? But one of the things that one of my female friends and coworkers, she suggested, she says, with this situation with your estranged son, she goes, maybe you should, maybe start dating again. Get, have take some time for yourself and start dating. So I kind of have. I've kind of opened up myself a little bit to, different women and talking to them and stuff. And I've had one lady friend, obviously, she's been coming over, and and we've been doing like adult activity stuff, and and it's just typical. It's just typical stuff, and no real connection. No real connection. It's just, I guess, merely for fun. It's like I'm not going to let her move in with me and have a relationship. We're just going to be friends with benefits, I guess. And she can't get pregnant and have babies, so I think she's had a hysterectomy, so we don't have that problem either. But I don't know. I thought about actually talking, just trying to do like a sneak attack on the bomb, and just like call her at work one day, just to get a reaction, just to see how she reacts to me. Be like, hey, it's Brian. And if she blows me off or gets upset or tells me to get lost or something, then I know. But right now, it's like, what if, what if she does want me in his life, and I don't try to do that. That's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at right now. It's like maybe I should try to contact her to the point where she tells me to fuck off. And it's like, okay. And that way, one day when he comes and looks for his dad, and I could say, hey, I tried and she told me to fuck off. But, it's been a while since I made a YouTube video. I enjoy making these YouTube videos. I really enjoy YouTube. I enjoy watching people's videos on YouTube, stereo people, record people. Man, it just really fascinates me. And but like I said, I've just taken a little time for myself. A little brother bride time. Has nothing to do with you guys. Been enjoying my stereo equipment. It's weird, man. It's like my head is the clarity. Uh, Even the way music sounds and I experience music is just so much deeper and better now that I've quit drinking. It is amazing. It really is amazing. And I've got all this cool stereo equipment, man. It's like I look back at it and I'm like, wow, man, I've got a lot of cool shit. And I had different record players out here in the garage this week, and I've been playing. I've got this little Pioneer SA 500A sitting right here. You can't see it. And I've been playing that with different record players. And I've got these acoustic research speakers like sitting right behind the camera here. Um, I think they're the 2AX. They're nice speakers. They're not the threes. You know, everybody wants the threes. These are the twos. But man, I had a Gerard turntable or Gerard, whatever you want to call it, out here the other day, and it has this stylus, this old stylus on it. And right now I got a Kenwood turntable, but I had this Gerard out here the other day, and I had it hooked up to this Pioneer with these acoustic research speakers, and oh my god, it just sounded so beautiful. It was so lifelike and detailed and balanced. It just was like, wow. I hooked the Kenwood up, and the Kenwood's got a Shure cartridge on it. It's a P mount cartridge. And it sounds okay, but it doesn't sound as good as the Gerard. And it's weird because the Kenwood's a way nicer turntable, but maybe it's just a cartridge or something. I don't know. Just give me something to play with in the future, I guess. But man, it just sounds so good. You know, you see all these people out there. They're the resurgence of this vintage stuff, man. It really has come back, and I'm telling you, the old pioneers like this one, the ugly, small. It's just little Pioneer. It's kind of ugly. It's not real, it's not real pretty. But the way that this thing is designed and engineered, and the sound quality is absolutely fabulous. Just the quality of the whole unit is fabulous. This thing is original. It is all original. It takes these special speaker connectors that you have to screw your speaker wire on, and then it plugs into kind of like a banana or a jumper, or something like that. I don't know, but it's the sound is amazing. It sounds phenomenal. I don't have any type of extra photo stage hooked up to it or anything, but it just sounds so good. And now these old Pioneers, the old ones, are getting kind of hard. And then when you do find them, they're getting hard to find. And then when you do find them, they're like $1,000 or $1,100. And I know why. It's just because the sound. The sound is so nice, and it's like this new stuff. The new stuff. People are starting to realize that this fucking Chinese shit, the Chinese stuff has limitations. All of it has fucking limitations, man. It's only going to take you so far because the resistors and the capacitors are made out of the minerals and shit that's inside of those capacitors. Is not as pure as what's in the older ones. The older ones, the purity of the capacitors and resistors and transistors and stuff, is the purity of it is much better quality. You got to look at the old stereo stuff like gold. Okay, you got 24 karat gold, which is, let's just say that's what that Pioneer is. It's pure 24 karat gold. It may not be the prettiest thing in the world, but its purity is 24 karat gold. And then you get this new Chinese shit, capacitors and resistors and transistors and transformers and all this stuff. And it's made with, let's just use this for an example. It's made out of fucking tin wires, copper, coated in fucking 10 karat gold to make the appearance look like is a good quality product. But it just doesn't last and perform. And it's getting worse. It's like people are getting these new capacitors and stuff, and a lot of them are already burnt out before they even make it into the unit. And this old Pioneer was made back in the early 70s. It's over 50 fucking years old, and it still sounds fucking beautiful. Now, granted, there might be some components in there that need replaced or something like that, but I don't really give a fuck. It still works and it still sounds fantastic, so I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to pull out something and put in some fucking Chinese bullshit into it. You know, to me, I call that molesting and raping vintage gear. You know, that's what a lot of people do. They get on there, and a lot of people are starting to realize this. I've realized this for a long time. So, a lot of people, they're looking for unmolested stereo equipment like I have. And they want to do a very, very minimal repair job on it, if at all. And these guys that are molesting and just totally gutting and putting Chinese fucking shit in their fucking stereos, those people are getting left because people are starting to realize and they're like, yeah, I don't want that. I might as well just go to fucking China and buy the fucking $150 fucking Kabuki special. Now, you could probably find some good capacitors out there. I don't know who makes them. I don't work on this stuff, but I'm sure that you could probably even pull those Chinese caps out and find you some nice capacitors somewhere. But you're going to spend a little bit more money on them. So anyway, it's 8:20 now. I just wanted to get on here and do a little video. Um, I might do some digging or something. Like I said, I might do a video showing you some of these cool little speakers that I've picked up here lately, and you guys might enjoy that. And this beautiful Daisy sitting over here, the sun shining. It was 63 degrees this morning. It's supposed to get up to 77, and I'm suspecting that these fish are going to be biting on my line today. All right, love y'all, man. Brother Brian's out of here.